Sometimes we kill our horses with kindness. Well, not literally, but we do things that we think are being super helpful, but they're actually not. Happy Winter Solstice. We're doing 12 tips in 12 days, and we are on tip number 10. So today's tip is actually to not limit the ventilation in your barn in the winter by closing it up really tight. Let me tell you a story. So, quite a few years ago, I actually boarded at an indoor for the winter because I don't have an indoor to ride. And so I took my two horses and we went and boarded. Well, this barn was a super nice barn, like really top of the line barn. But what they would do is every night they would kind of shut the barn up really tight. And I understand they wanted to conserve heat, they didn't want frozen water buckets, all the reasons that we would, think to close up the barn. The problem was is so many of the horses ended up having respiratory problems by the end of that winter. And not because they got sick, not because there was a pathogen that was being passed around like a virus or bacteria or anything, but just because of the dust and all of the stagnant air that ended up being in that barn because there was just a lack of ventilation. All the professionals say it's better for your horse to be maybe a little bit cold and have good ventilation. You even know this when we're trailering horses than it is to lock them up and them have bad ventilation but be really warm. So today's quick tip is don't lock your barn up too much. I don't have to worry about it so much because my barn is older and so it doesn't really lock up all that well. But some of the newer barns can really lock up quite well and be really very airproof. And what you really want is you want some nice fresh air coming into the barn even when it's cold outside. Okay, so this tip was a little different than the usual tips, but it's tip number 10. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for tip number 11. And actually, we're going to get back on track on more holistic things. And I've got a really special one planned for the last day.